every viewer of ours, you can interact with us on our chat box, and we are asking you, will Manipur violence and UCC affect Mizoram elections, Mizoram state elections? You can participate in our poll. You know, Christians account for majority. I remember in the coverage, election coverage of Nagaland, I remember in the election coverage of Manipur, BJP had taken a different position. And let me tell you that BJP also performed very well in these states. So do you think that with Manipur, BJP will have to renegotiate its position electorally?
They will have to. You know, the point is that it's not that the BJP is not aware of it, Karthikeya. They are aware of it. They are also aware of the blowback it will receive politically if the confusion persists about whether the BJP wants to implement UCC on in the states of Northeast. And this is the reason why, you know, you have seen two ministers coming out saying it explicitly that there is no way the government would want to impose UCC on the tribal community, UCC in the 7 northeastern state. And this is the reason why two ministers come out. And I think, you know, from tomorrow onwards, we'll see more and more ministers coming out, and they will make it explicitly clear, because, you know, BJP would not want to let go of the kind of inroads it has made in the state of in 7 northeastern states, where it has you know, government either winning the required number of seats or being a partner to the party which is running the government there, and they will you know, come out with a clear statement. But I think, you know, going by the way situation has turned out as far as the state of Manipur is concerned, I think, you know, they have to do a lot of legwork now to ensure that the situation goes back to what it was before 3rd of May.
But, you know, my understanding is if I look at the situation of Mizoram, and if we look at the poll prospects, it's directly going to help Mizo National Front and the Congress party. I think Bharatiya Janata Party this time is again going to get sandwiched. If you look at the election results of 2013 and 2018, the election was between Mizo National Front and it was between the Congress party. The election results of the Congress party, please put the graphics. Yes, the graphics are here. Mizo National Front won 27 seats, Indian National Congress won 4 seats, Bharatiya Janata Party 1 seat, and others 8 seats. In 2013, let's reverse it. In 2013, it was the Congress party which had the big numbers. Indian National Congress had 34 seats, Mizo National Front 5 seats, Mizoram People's Conference 1 seat, which means कि गेम में तो थी नहीं बीजेपी, पंकज.
I mean, see, obviously, yes, BJP's forays into Northeast at this particular point of time, especially in Manipur, Mizo National Front, still the bigger party there who calls the shots. Yes, now they have formed an alliance there, BJP, but not very significant player in there. So, as far as Mizoram is concerned, you know, one would just wonder whether BJP could actually have any kind of sway or maybe get some sort of sympathy as far as the voters are concerned, as far as, you know, tilting the dynamics of the state is concerned. And that's why this gives Zoramthanga the audacity, the strength to actually call a spade a spade. His reference to whether we should be taking the only way out for peace, whether should we take it or not, could be he is referring to the removal of the Chief Minister, could be he is referring to President's rule, or for that matter, separate administration. But Zoramthanga, likewise Conrad Sangma too, in neighboring state also has the same reason. So BJP, no doubt, has to be very cautious, play its cards very carefully when it comes to the northeastern politics.
Okay, Pankaj, you put the question in our chat box. Let me take you through who Zoramthanga is. For our viewers, Zoramthanga was born 13th of July 1944. Indian politician, 5th Chief Minister of Mizoram since, and he is the President of Mizo National Front. He represents Aizawl East constituency. He was second in command to Lal Denga. Please let me tell you that Lal Denga Accord changed the face of Mizoram. During the succession movement of Mizo National Front, he became the leading face of the party. He had been Minister of Finance and Education in 1987. His party lost the 2008 elections to Indian National Congress. He has contested both from North and South Champai constituency. He tendered his resignation to then Governor M.M. Lakhera in 2008. Zoramthanga is a very seasoned politician. So when we talk about Zoramthanga, we are talking about someone who has worked with Lal Denga. When we talk about Zoramthanga, we are talking about a powerful regional satrap. So Zoramthanga is not to be taken lightly. It's not as if, you can break the party. So now the issue is, since it's a Christian state, divided into various tribes, do you think that somehow churning has started to take place around Manipur and Nagaland and Mizoram, and that is why Zoramthanga has started to react? Closer to the election, Manipur issue, any fixes himself as the hero of the Zo Kuki.
See, if I talk like the name of the program to the point, Karthike, then I would say one line. What to talk of Mizoram when situation is Manipur is impacting BJP's outreach to Christian community in a far-flung state called Kerala. If Kerala can be impacted, if BJP's outreach to Christian community in Kerala can be impacted by the violence in Manipur, Karthike, 100% it is going to impact the situation or the political turmoil which is happening in the state of Mizoram. It's not for nothing that, Zoramthanga is talking about, situation in Manipur. He has, as I have been saying, he has a local constituency to address to. And if he has a local constituency to address to, he will ensure that he takes a hawkish stance, because that is the only thing. It is, politics most of the time is also for public consumption. Public has to see their leader standing up for the ethnicity which has a great number, a great deal of bearing in the state of Mizoram. And that is the reason why.
Brijesh, I want to understand. I understand that the Uniform Civil Code in itself was problematic. And Uniform Civil Code could not become part of our constitution where the founding fathers wanted it to be, because there was no consensus. That is why it was in directive principle. Despite the fact that the tribals in this country have their own customs, why is BJP taking this position nationally? Because, when we talk about tribals, they are not limited to Northeast. I'm just diversifying our, broad basing our discussion. They are in Jharkhand, they are in Chhattisgarh, they are in Himachal Pradesh, they are in Tamil Nadu, they are in parts of Andhra Pradesh, they are in Telangana, they are in Maharashtra, they are in northern Karnataka, they are in southern Madhya Pradesh, and there will be parts of Rajasthan which are tribal. So with that tribal community, which constitutes India's 20% of the population, why are they taking this risk of UCC, broadly speaking?
Well, I don't think UCC is a risk for them. Okay. It is not a risk for them. Please don't mistake the situation in Mizoram or in other parts of northeastern state with the rest of the country. The democracy also work on numerics, and the numerics is that Karthike, all the 7 sister states don't account for that number of seats in the parliament, which may alter the destiny, the political destiny of the BJP. For BJP, the UCC ek pradhan, ek samvidhan chalega has far more greater appeal to its core cadre than what the situation is unfolding in the state of Mizoram. And I would say that, I would not like to restrict this discussion based only on the fact that what UCC will have in the state of Mizoram. The churning within the Manipur will have far greater impact on the electoral process in Mizoram rather than what UCC will have. Because the BJP also knows this, and Karthike, they will go all out to send a message that they have no intention of doing that in the state of Northeast.
But how do they assuage the feeling of the Christian community? Because it's not as Christians have not voted for BJP. In Goa, the church has voted for BJP. BJP wants to vote.
Even the state of Kerala?
Kerala, they are voting the church. But in terms of Christianity, which has a different flavor in Northeast, I think that's a different task. That's a different texture. That's a different way of life.
Yes, absolutely, Karthike. And to the point, the fact remains that in Mizoram, it's not just the state government, it's not just the Zoramthanga government which has passed a resolution against, for that matter, the UCC just in the month of February this year, but also the Christian bodies are against UCC tooth and nail. And we have seen this kind of sentiment not just in one state, but throughout the northeastern states. And this is something that is actually putting BJP in a tizzy, because its outreach towards the Christian community, for that matter, the minority community down south, is, making headlines with each passing day. But when it comes to Northeast, the blowback, from Northeast is being felt in other parts of the country, despite having, decisive shares in Goa electorate and in other parts of the country. So, indeed, yes, the Christian community, a different lot altogether, with the beliefs and with the kind of constitution of the social fabric.
And it's not as if that things are not happening. Congress held a meeting Congress party held a meeting. It was a very important meeting which the Congress party held, and that meeting
Yes,
took
that
place on
was on
Mizoram.
Mizoram,
So
yes.
this was a Mizoram meeting which took place. So it's not as if Congress party is averse to dabbling its foot in the I would say waters which are churning very.
Karthike, but why would they? They were the principal party. They were the main party 5 years
They have
before.
lost-
Why would
they have lost ground there.
And you know, how can we expect Congress party not to play it? The Congress is a major player in the state of Mizoram. It's not like that, that there are newbies. In fact, if you look at the numbers, it is the BJP which is on the margins as far as the state of Manipur.
This is what Mr. Kharge tweeted. Our fellow citizens of Mizoram desire change. Congress party has a record of providing stability and progress in the state. And Mizoram is once again ready to herald a new era of development and welfare in Mizoram. We will do everything possible to work towards that.
Please try to understand, Karthike. One more thing which is emerging out of the state from Northeast is that it is not only what is happening in Manipur. See, BJP, the Congress party, along with other political parties, are trying to put up a united front against the BJP. Post Manipur violence, given the kind of consistency and the with the anger that they try to corner the Prime Minister, the Congress is eyeing a major comeback in the Seven Sister States, and this is the reason why the Congress has been on a very, very aggressive mode, if I may say so, as far as the functioning of Hemant Biswa Sarma in Assam, in N. Biren Singh in Manipur, and things like that. So Rahul Gandhi's visit to Manipur
yes,
has
I was
generated
about to
a groundswell
mention
of support
that,
for them. I mean, if they win 5 more Assembly Lok Sabha seats or 7-10 Lok Sabha seats, it is good going for the Congress party.
No, absolutely.
And this is something which the BJP doesn't want to happen.
Pankaj, what were you saying?
See, definitely. I mean, in the election season, obviously, this is a critical situation where the Congress, starting to gain, trying to regain the lost ground in Northeast is something which is there. It is on their minds. But again, Brijesh, as we move on to 2024, before that, there are certain crucial states also where Congress is eyeing, a return or retaining the power. Chhattisgarh, for that matter, Haryana, and other significant states also, which Telangana, for that matter. They will, in a way, Congress somehow, from the northeastern point of view, obviously trying to assert themselves that they are the ones who would take care, because they have ruled those states that in that part of the country. And needless to say, for Mallikarjun Kharge, no doubt, I mean, for him to claim this could be the right time, the time would be right for them.
I think the real problem is one, and I would like, please play the visuals of Biren Singh and Zoramthanga. Biren Singh. Real issue is that Biren Singh has made himself the hero of a particular community. And Biren Singh politics is having a direct bearing on Nagaland and Mizoram. That is what is happening.
Yes.
Because the protest which took place in front of Biren Singh's residence, very clearly stated, very clearly depicted, very clearly projected, and very clearly put it in public domain that he is hero of a particular community. They like him. But then, when you have a politics which is so rooted in a particular community, then the repercussions will be there. Benefit to hoga.
Karthike, there
Counter-polarization
is
bhi hoga.
also there a fact that, that many Meiteis are upset with him because, they are not angry with the fact that what he was doing. They were angry with the fact that why did you stop the task of rooting out poppy culture or cultivation in the state of Manipur? Why didn't you finish the task which you started? And they were also not happy with the way the entire law and order situation panned. So, getting 5,000-10,000 people outside your house and and say that that people are saying that you don't resign is too often used a political ploy, Karthik, and we have witnessed this so many times in the last 2 decades. It's not something new which N. Biren Singh is doing, and I think if the BJP is not able to control the situation, I'm not saying that they will lose in Assam, I'm not saying that they'll lose in Tripura, but for the Congress party, which is right now trying to put in a very assertive position post its emphatic victory in the state of Karnataka, they will be very happy if they are able to make inroads in the northeast again. They will be very, very happy. And this is the reason why you see there's a very aggressive, Jairam Ramesh taking pot shots at the Prime Minister, hitting out at Home Minister Amit Shah. Then you saw Gaurav Gogoi, Dr. Ajay Kumar, day in, day out press conferences. They're trying to build a narrative, Kartike, that we are the one who was there. And the good thing for the Congress, which is going good for the Congress, is that they are not a new entrant to the theatre of Northeast. They are an old past masters as far as, having their own government there. And that is the reason they want to regain the lost territory.
Not only they want to regain the lost territory, but they want to position themselves in a way in which they can provide a stable, non-Zoramthanga political pole to the people of Manipur. Because you see, Mizo National Front historically is intertwined with the history of Mizoram. MNF is not like Tripura Mota. MNF is different. It has seen something which other states have not witnessed. But then coming back to one more thing, Pankaj, people are unwilling to go back. These 12,000 people will continue to stay in Mizoram. So how will this happen? Will they vote from Mizoram? Will they? Because ghettoization in Manipur is not going anywhere. Look at the relief camps. Please show the visual of relief camps there. I mean to say, these relief camps are the new ghettos of modern Manipur. I have to use this word. We can say displaced population. We can use those words, but these relief camps are the real problem.
Yes, see, any kind of exodus, any kind of migration, be it from countries to country, be it from state to state, is unhealthy. It doesn't augur well, neither for both the countries where this is happening. Now, for these two neighboring states, obviously, the critical aspect here is that the acceptance level in Mizoram is high. It's not just the people who have been either driven away or have moved from Manipur to Mizoram, but also the kind of acceptability, be it on political grounds, who knows? I mean, the way it would be used in the days to come could backfire on N. Biren Singh. But as of now, in the time of crisis, Mizoram has done what it was supposed to do. And that's why I think the ghettoization, as you're talking about, if at all this happens in the run-up to the elections, I think MNF, for that matter, or the Chief Minister in command as of now, will have certain advantage as far as these communities are concerned.
And Kartike, one more thing, it's like, for Mizoram, it shares the same ethnicity, Kuki-Zomi tribe. And they are not the one who's going to turn their back on their ethnicity, their tribe. And you also be rest assured that I think, once the situation improves, or once the political process or dialogue starts, there will be an attempt from all those internally displaced people to go back to their area of strength. And I think, if elections are around the corner, they would also want to make a political statement, because, a lot is being said about how our voice is not being heard, about how, we are not being listened to, and so on and so forth. So they would want to use the power of the franchise to make out a political statement. But be rest assured, I think the situation as it improves in Manipur, as the political process begins and the state limps back to normalcy, I think these people who are living, the internally displaced people, will start, once the confidence grows that yes, they are safe to go back to their state.